Broadly, we were expecting the headline inflation number to come in at around 6.8% for March 2012 vis-a-vis RBI's baseline projection of 7%. As compared to this, the headline number has come in at 6.9%, so it's a tad higher than our expectations, but overall it's below the baseline projection that the RBI had made. In sequential months between February and March, there's been a slight decline in the headline inflation rate from about 7% to 6.9%. This is largely because of a moderation in the pace of non-food manufacturing products inflation, and there the decline has been broad-based across most of the 11 sectors that are there. Also, this is largely related to the base effect because in March 2011, non-food manufactured products saw an inflation of 8.5%, which was at a 7-year high. So there has been a broad-based moderation in the inflation related to this category, partly related to the base effect. When we look at what are the main factors where inflation, or rather the groups where inflation has been very high over the course of FY12, the three main items would be the minerals index, fuel items and food products. Now in terms of mineral items and the fuel items, basically the higher inflation is reflecting the increase in the global prices of those commodities, and we firmly believe that the government should not be distorting in those prices at all. Rather, we do think that the inflation which is suppressed right now because the fuel items have not been revised, the prices for the fuel items, that is something that the government should undertake on a fairly urgent basis, because this is a long-standing reform which is needed to be undertaken. Core inflation would remain between 5.5% and 6% throughout H1 of FY13. Now that, combined with the fact that industrial production has been at a dismal 1.7% over the last 5 months, we think these are cues that the RBI is going to be prompted to reduce the repo rate tomorrow by about 25 basis points. Also, we are expecting the RBI to cut the repo rate by a total of 75 basis points over the course of the year, most of which is likely to be front-loaded during FY13. Also, given the fact that liquidity has been fairly tight over the last quarter, and that there are substantial government borrowings that are planned in H1 of the current fiscal, we do think that the CRR may be cut by 25 basis points during tomorrow's policy review.